Welcome back to Kind of Connection. I'm Jason Gray, and I'm here today with Robert Henning, the director of the Rockpile Museum. And what's going on at the Rockpile in April?
Yes, we have some great events happening in April, Jason. Probably the biggest event that we want to let people know about is the Museum Association's Dance Through the Decades fundraiser.
Oh, sure.
And that is at the end of the month, April 29th. That'll be the last Saturday of the month. This is, I think, year number 7 or 8 they've done this fundraiser. Of course, the theme is historical music, and so we encourage folks to get dressed up in their favorite decade. We've had everything from this decade to dinosaurs. People have been extremely creative. Typically, the music, though, is from the 50s through today.
Sure.
And so most of us dress up in those time periods. But the dinosaurs was they got an award for that.
Oh,
so,
sure.
But it'll be at the Senior Center again this year. It's not just for seniors. This is for everyone. Families can come to this. Tickets are $50. It's a dinner and dance. Dinner this year is provided by Pokies. So there'll be a couple different meat choices and sides, drinks. We'll have a cash bar as well for those that want to partake in that. So doors open 5:30, dinner at 6, and tickets are on sale now at the museum.
All right. And is it just at the museum, or is there a number they can call?
They can call the Museum Association number.
Okay.
It is 307-257-3028.
All right.
Robin will most likely answer, and she'll give you details on the dance. What she's going to probably then do is send you to the museum for the tickets.
Okay.
But she'll be able to answer your questions about when and where and reserved tables, if you want to talk to her about a reserved table, or even a sponsorship. If you're watching this and you say, I want to support the museum and their efforts to grow and expand and provide great educational programs, that's the number you want to call to talk about a financial donation. So, yes, and so the proceeds from this then are currently supporting our summer internship program.
Okay.
The Museum Association has funded that now for, I believe this will be the 5th summer. We're taking applications for that internship program now, and should have a summer intern in here hopefully by end of May or June 1. So,
All right.
yeah. So April 29th again is Dance Through the Decades. You can call 257-3028 or come into the museum and we'll get you some tickets.
All right. And is there anything new in exhibits this month?
There are. We'll have a traveling exhibit coming in.
Okay.
This one is called Rock Art in Wyoming, and it is put together by Fort Casper Museum and with the assistance of the Wyoming Archaeological Society. So they partnered together to create this. Their consultants, John and Mavis Greer, archaeologists from south of us here in the Douglas area, helped put that together, and they're also going to come up and talk to us. That will be in May. But Rock Art in Wyoming will open April 23rd. So you'll be able to catch it at the end of this month, all of May, and then it'll go through June 3rd.
Okay.
So that'll be in our museum annex building. So
All
come
right.
and see that. And then I just want to preview a second exhibit, if I could. Probably opening June 1st. We're going to do some paintings, some artwork. It's called No Time for Tears, The Life and Art of Dixie Lynn Reese.
Okay.
And so I may have mentioned this before, but we've collected a good amount of Dixie's personal collection of paintings. And so we've been working on the exhibit now for a long time, and I don't have an opening date because it is such a big exhibit.
Oh, sure.
It's very ambitious for us. We're going to do a lot of paintings. We're going to tell her story through the artwork. We're going to talk a little bit about how she created the artwork. We're going to talk about the hardships she had in her life, the successes, the failures. And so it should be quite an interesting exhibit. And so I don't know exactly how long it's going to take us to put together. I'm shooting for June 1st, and we'll certainly announce that on future shows. But
Sure.
this is one you're going to want to come see. This is a complete original Rockpile exhibit featuring our collection. As far as I know, her works have not been displayed in this way.
Oh, okay.
And you probably haven't maybe seen her works around for decades. She stopped painting really into the 90s.
Oh, okay.
And so you may have seen her paintings around the community prior to the 1990s. But now it's kind of like a retrospective exhibit featuring her
Sure.
and her life. So will be really great. A lot of folks will remember her. So we encourage you to come out and see the exhibit. And like I said, more details to come.
All right.
I want to preview the summer events just to give some dates. So we're going to do World Atlatl Day again. That'll be
okay.
Saturday, June 3rd. We've invited the Pro Rodeo Museum and Hall of Fame. I got that wrong. We've invited the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame and Museum to come up during the National High School Finals Rodeo and take over the Rockpile Museum. So they're going to bring objects, exhibits. We're going to have some special guests. So July 17th through 22, that's Monday through Saturday, our week during the rodeo. Come out and see us. We're going to have special exhibits, special programs, and hopefully a lot going on. Our tractor show, second annual tractor show, will be Saturday, July 22nd. And then our Northeast Wyoming Archaeology Fair is currently scheduled for Saturday, September 16th. So
Okay.
a busy, full schedule of summer events.
Sure.
We're going to get these dates up on our website, rockpilemuseum.com, so stay tuned to that.
And I see you've got some stuff from the gift shop today.
I brought a couple of books. This one, the Images America series, is brand new. It's the Jim Gatchell Memorial Museum.
Sure.
Our good friends over in Buffalo. Yeah. And Jennifer Romanowski and the staff there at Jim Gatchell put this book together. And so that's very exciting. A little history about the institution, saving your history. So really interesting stuff there about, how did the museum begin? Who was Jim Gatchell? What was his collection about? And then the growth and change of the museum and stories of their community. So really great to see something like this come out. Hopefully, we'll do something like this soon as well, because next year is our 50th anniversary.
Oh,
So
okay.
we could certainly do a 50 years of the Rockpile Museum kind of book. So we'll see who's interested in maybe doing that. So congratulations to Jennifer and the Gatchell Museum. It's a great accomplishment. And then On This Day in Wyoming History, which is a pretty cool book that you can look up. So I thought we would look up today. Well, let's look up April 1st. How about April Fools? Since that's when the first day this will air. Oh, of course. I can't turn to the right page. April 1. There we go. 1887. Frank Canton becomes the chief stock detective for Northern Wyoming.
Okay.
There we go. What
Stock
else?
detective, so he tracks down like missing cows.
Yes, he would be responsible for rounding up cattle thieves, tracking stolen cattle, missing cattle.
If a cattle murders somebody, he finds them.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
For sure. So, 1951, the Wyoming Air National Guard's 87th Fighter Squadron was activated for service during the Korean conflict.
Oh,
There we go. So just lots of history on each day. April 2nd, 1881, Big Nose George Parrott is sentenced to death.
oh,
Big Nose George, famous
Yeah.
Wyoming outlaw and story there. So lots of great history. Could put it by your bed, wake up every morning, I wonder what happened today. Or before you go to bed each night. It's actually a nice complement to the Wyoming historical calendar
Oh,
each
yeah?
year, because each one of those days has a little history tidbit as well. But for the history lover in your family, that would be a good one. This is surprisingly $14.99. Nice thick book, only $14.99. So Those are available at the museum gift shop whenever we're open, which is 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
All right. And is there anything else you'd like to share for April?
Yes, just remember that the Museum Association is probably your best bet to get into the museum. Free admission for all Museum Association members. They get advance notice of all events. We have members-only events. So there's a lot of benefits to this. If you join at a high level, you also become a member of Rome, which is a reciprocal organization of American museums.
Oh.
So you can get member admission rates at other museums around the country.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you're a traveler and you like to visit museums, that would be a great benefit to join. There's several in Wyoming. The Brinton Museum, Buffalo Bill Center of the West, and others are members of that. So you can get discounted admission at those museums. But you can find out more about this on their website, which is rockpileassociation.org, or come into the museum and we can get your brochure.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.